I'm going to replace the fuel pressure regulator on this 95 F150. It's got the 351 5.8. It's hard to start and runs good for, I don't know, 20-30 seconds, and then it starts stumbling and like idling up and down like it's running out of fuel. And I messed with my regulator back here, popping the vacuum line on and off, and it seemed like it was running better with it off, and then I actually got it to run just fine messing with it, and then the very next day, same shit. So almost positive the pressure regulator is bad, so we're going to put a new one in it today. I'm going to show you how to do that. Alright, so it's actually fairly simple. You got this one Allen head bolt right there on this side, and there's one on this side right there. You want to be careful with these vacuum lines because they are plastic, so if you bend one too much, it's going to crack, and then it'll definitely run bad. You can probably see they're a little wet. I went ahead and sprayed them down with some PB Blaster about 20 minutes ago. You want to do that. Make sure you don't strip them out. There's a new one. Give you an idea of what you're looking at back there. Now before we start, you're going to want to relieve the pressure in the fuel system so you don't get spray fuel all over your face. So you can unscrew this little cap here, and then there's a needle down in there. And you're going to want to put a rag around this because you will get some fuel coming out of here, and then you push down on that to relieve the pressure. You can go get a rag and I'll show you. Okay, get your rag. You want to try to wrap it under both sides some because it's probably going to leak down a little. Get something with a small tip. Alright. Freaking wires in the way. Where's it at? I can feel the button going down, nothing's coming out. Not really, barely anything. I don't even know if anything came out. Don't do this, I just want to see. Shoot yourself in the face. Yeah, nothing. Make sure I'm pushing it down all the way. Oh yeah, it's going down. There ain't nothing coming out. See, that's a positive indicator right there that I'm not getting the proper fuel, and that's why it's running like shit, because these fuel lines are empty. There's no pressure in it. So anyways, normally you would push on this and all kinds of fuel and shit would squirt out. I've done it a million times before, but I got no pressure in my lines. So it's definitely a fuel issue why this thing's running like shit after it warms up. So, alright, on to the pressure regulator. So now that we've released any possible pressure in the fuel lines, again, be careful because this is a plastic vacuum line. So you can carefully wiggle this off without busting that vacuum line. Okay. And like I said, I already sprayed those to loosen them up. So I gotta remove these two bolts, and this thing should pop out. It's kind of a bitch with one hand. Oh, alright, that wasn't actually that tight. Cool. Alright, I'll get this thing off here and show you what's next. Okay, there's the two little screws. Be extremely careful not to drop those things. They'll never be seen again. So that's what you're dealing with back there. So this should just pop out now. Come on, you bitch. There it goes. Fuel coming out. Damn tape's in the way. So pay attention to which way it goes. Bigger hole on the left. So that was interesting. There's fuel in this, but not in my fuel lines. At least not any pressure. So hopefully that means that's bad. Alright, so installation should just be reverse order. It took a little effort for me to pop that out because those rubber washers there. So I'm probably going to need two hands to push this back in. Yeah, and I got that tape in the way, so I gotta shut the camera off for a second. So yeah, I had to push down on that pretty hard and wiggle it back and forth, but I got it. Still a little bit of gap there, but we'll use the screws, go back and forth side to side, make sure we get it tightened down nice and flush. Alright, we got it both sides nice and tight, but not too tight because you don't want to strip those little things out. Pop your vacuum line back on, and you want to start it, check for leaks, make sure you're not getting any leaks, and that's how you do your fuel pressure regulator. Pretty simple. Don't forget to put your cap back on the fuel rail.